My name is Dan Hardy. A lot of people know me as the Outlaw. I'm a professional fighter. I fight for the UFC. I was born in Nottingham, England. I like a fight. I have a lot of tattoos and a mohawk. I don't mind having a bit of attention to draw onto myself. I get paid to beat people up, and I love every minute of it. I have a lot of fun. When somebody signs a contract to fight me, they obviously think a lot of themselves. They think they're better than me, and they think they can prove it. I take that as a personal insult. The most important thing to me is making them regret thinking that they were able to fight me. I want them to know that I'm better than them. And I want them to know that my intention is to kill them. The height of the nerves before a fight is when you're standing behind that curtain in the arena, and you know that when they pull those curtains back, there's maybe 20,000 people there, and there's going to be a big screen right up in front of you with your face on it. Your music's going to be playing, and the lights are going to be going, and everybody's waiting for you to come out. You know, everybody, whether they're supporting you or not, all their eyes are on you. So there's so much energy, you know, in the room. It's just overwhelming, and I just kind of float from that point onwards. It's almost like I've stepped away and I'm watching myself, because then I'm not me. I'm not just me. Now I'm the outlaw. Now I'm the guy that's going to get in there and spill some blood for them, and that's what they're hoping for. That's what they've paid their money for. I've had lots of bad experiences with dealing with people in this line of work, with managers and promoters. You know, managers taking money off you, and you know, promoters trying to make more money off you than they should be, and not paying you what they owe you, and you know, so it's made me very reluctant to trust people, particularly, like, you know, if I'm meeting them for the first time, I'll keep them at a distance, and I'll feel them out for a while, and I'll, you know, maybe just kind of sometimes see what the general opinion of the person is, you know, just almost like, you know, like looking for a tattoo artist. You know, you ask around and see who's had work by them, and you know, and you just kind of get a general opinion of them. And you know, and you know, obviously with business relationships, I need to know that I'm working with people that are at least going to be fair with me, because no one's going to have my best interests at heart unless they're my family. I feel like I kind of skirt around the outside of society. I don't feel like I'm a team player as such. I don't dig politics, and the people that are running for president and the people that are making the decisions for most of us, I don't agree with them, and it gets me angry to think about the kind of privileges that they're taking. And so, you know, from a political standpoint, I'm not on a level with most other people. On an employment level, I'm not on a level with most people, because I'm doing something that they watch. I don't watch them do their job. I don't watch them deliver packages for UPS. I don't watch them stack shelves at Walmart, but they watch me do my job. So that puts me on a different level with most other people. And then I've got a whole bunch of tattoos and a mohawk and a British accent in America, which always stands out. And regardless of whether people know who I am, they might not. But when I walk into a room and they see me with tattoos and a mohawk, even if they don't turn around and look at me, their kid's staring at me. You know what I mean? So then that sets me apart from everybody else, because I get that reaction wherever I go. You know, there are only a few places that I feel myself, and that's, you know, at a UFC event, because then everybody knows who I am. So I'm getting stared at anyway, and I expect it. Punk rock show, a hardcore show, because no one cares who I am and everyone looks like me. You know, or at home with my family, because obviously they don't care who I am or what I look like. Fighting as a career is a very lonely career. We're very distanced from most other people in society. A lot of the time you feel very isolated, because there aren't many people that are going through the same kind of, you know, emotions as you are, including the people that are closest to us, like, you know, family and friends and, you know, wives and girlfriends. You know, when you're in the gym and you're surrounded by other guys, other fighters, it's almost comforting in a way just to be in their company, because they kind of understand, you know, what you go through, you know, as a job. I'm not saying that it's, you know, it's terrible. You know, we put ourselves through it, and it's we all need that challenge in our lives. That's just the kind of person that we must be. But just to have them there, it's nice. It gives me encouragement, because I know that when the fight's taking place, I'm on my own in there. You know, I have my corner team, I have my family in the crowd supporting, I have, you know, fans around the world, friends around the world that are watching, and I know I have that support, but I'm still in there on my own. And most of the people watching me, supporting me, don't know what that feels like. All the fighters that I know are very, very different. You know, they're not like me. We're all very different. We've got different interests, and these aren't people that, you know, if they had a different job, you know, if they were a baseball player, I wouldn't have anything in common with them. If they played any other sport or any other profession, really, I wouldn't have anything in common with them at all, and I probably would have never spoken to them. But we have the one thing in common, which is the understanding of what it feels like to, you know, to be a fighter, and that's a lot of common ground, because it covers every area of our lives, and, you know, and the things that we go through in the lead up to a fight, that is sometimes very difficult for the people around us to understand, you know, because it's difficult, you know, controlling your emotions a lot of the time, especially at, you know, at a high level where everybody you meet wants to talk about the fight, you know, and not a lot of people know what that feels like, because you can't get away from it. You know, you spend 8 weeks living to beat someone else. You know what I mean? And that person is almost around you 24 hours a day for the whole build up for the fight, and nobody understands what that feels like other than the other people around you in the gym. The biggest problem I have with myself is that I'm just not ever satisfied with what I've done. I always wish I'd have done it better, or, you know, knocked them out quicker. I enjoy the competition. I enjoy the fact that I'm in there pushing myself to be better than somebody else who's also trying to be the best. And just the kind of the primal feeling, the enjoyment of being able to just to put it on someone, you know, to beat someone down, you know, because once that fight's been won, once you've beaten that person, especially if the fight was ended before the final bell, you know, you land a big left hook and bam, they fall to the canvas, and then you jump on them and give them a couple more shots. And then there's that adrenaline rush like nothing else afterwards, because you know that you're better than that guy, and everybody who's watching knows it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now normally
you can command a space when people know that you can fight, you can hold your own. You know, people treat you differently. People have a different respect for you. They kind of put you on a pedestal as such. They look up to you. They aspire to you, and they encourage their kids to be like you. You know what I mean? Particularly like autograph signings when you've got a father there and he's there with his son, and you know they're both fans. You know, and sometimes there's a particular fan that shows up to an autograph signing or a fight or something, and you just know from meeting them that will be the highlight of maybe their life, you know, and I still find it very strange. I mean, obviously, like now I've got like trading cards and action figures, and I'm on a couple of video games, and you know, that in a way is leaving a mark. But I don't know. I don't really know where to start with it. I want to know. I want to know what I'm supposed to be doing, man. I want to know. I want to know what comes next. I want to know. You know, why am I doing this? You know, is there a point to it? You know, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this? Because I feel like I'm supposed to do something. I feel like there's something I'm going to do that's going to leave a mark, but I'm not sure if this is it. You know, and at the moment I'm walking in the direction that I'm kind of being directed by the things around me, by the people around me, and by everything. Everybody's got an expectation of you, you know? Everyone knows what you should be doing. So everyone wants to tell you what you should be doing. Everybody you meet has got something to contribute. But no one understands what's going on. So I'm constantly having to smile and be nice to these people, you know, and it wears me down. I feel like I'm kind of reaching a crossroads. And the crossroads is, you know, I have another fight. And is it going to be the last one? Should it be the last one? At least for a while, maybe, or not? I don't know. But then again, if I step away from it, and if I'm not training every day, then I'm going to get agitated, and I'm going to get like I want to go, like I'm angry, and then I'll just be insufferable for everybody around me, you know. I hope when I get older, you know, and you know, when I'm not physically as able to fight, I hope I'm going to chill out a little bit, and I hope that, you know, as I get older, you know, whatever, testosterone levels are going to decrease, and I'm just going to mellow out at my old age. I'm going to, you know, listen to Led Zeppelin and you know, sit on floor cushions and that kind of stuff. I'm hoping that one day I'm going to get to that phase to, you know, to be able to just forgive people for being idiots and not let them wind me up. But I don't know whether I will or not. I don't know whether I'm going to turn into some kind of Henry Rollins angry little man that just hates everything, and you know what I mean? Maybe I'm going to go that way. I hope not, because I'm going to get really old really fast, and that's not going to be fun at all. Not for anybody around me either. You know, I'd like to turn into more of a Hunter S. Thompson kind of laid back intellectual type. My name is Dan Hardy. I'm a professional fighter. I like a tough test, I like a good competition, and I like to throw a punch. Trying to improve myself a little bit every day, trying to learn something new every day, and just trying to make the most of it, make the most of this time that I've got, and if I can put a few beatings on a few people at the same time, I'm going to do that. I love my job. I have a lot of fun.